Hopefully this works well. I might have to turn some stuff down. I think we should go up, right? So if my voice, just talking normal, can reach a decent octave, then I can just take the music to a similar octave, right? Something like that. I think that's good. So anyways, this is hard. This is hard because I keep making a update video for you guys to get caught up on all the things that I've missed, and then I keep waiting longer to upload it, so I have to keep remaking the videos. So I'm just gonna wash all of the last few months and say that I had a baby, and the baby was born on the 18th of March, April 18th, so that's bad.
This is how
I know, but I just had to think about it.
And this?
Go away, you. Go away. But yeah. I will be continuing, obviously, with the channel. I do want to start taking the channel in a different direction, so that's actually why I'm making this video, and I think I should probably speed up my ability to speak, because if I don't, I won't be able to cover half of the things that I want to cover. So, let's cover it quick. And I'm thinking about, since I've had a child, I've actually thought about why I need to make money based on all of these things that I do now, and I'm probably going to, except the difference is I'm still not going to monetize and probably try to somehow find a way out of getting Twitch subscriptions. Like, I don't know if I can grow beyond a certain point without doing it, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I think if I just never set up a bank account, you can't donate. But I am going to make a Patreon, and or an OnlyFans, and not for why you think, but like because it just says OnlyFans. Like, it doesn't say it has to be sexual. The site doesn't explicitly say that, so I could just put more exclusive content, and then you don't have to pay for it, but if you pay for it, you get more exclusive content. And if I'm wrong and that's a bad path, then I won't do it, and I'll just do the Patreon. But either way, I want to give exclusive content, and that's what I want to charge for. I think that's a better decision. Yeah, I like that a lot more. But so why I say that is there's 2 videos now that I've uploaded that I actually think I'm gonna archive and then make Patreon based concepts. Like, you can't see it if it's YouTube only. And I know a lot of people are gonna hate that, but listen to me, you're actually getting on YouTube the shortened, cut down version of whatever it is from now on. Essentially, I'm always going to make the other video first, and then I'm literally just going to steal bullets. And if you guys have more questions, it's actually just going to be a funnel for me. I'm always going to try to revert you back to something where I'm getting paid. I'm being completely blunt with you too. That's the difference too. So I'm going to say it like that. Like, it just makes sense. It makes sense, and paid on my terms too, and not paid on, YouTube's terms and Twitch's terms. Use them as my marketing platform, not necessarily care otherwise, and they're still getting traffic, so they don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's a win-win. It's actually probably a bigger win for them. Yeah. What else? So, to the game. I didn't make it to 1630 by they mean I played like 20 hours a week for 8 months or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you guys I was going to slow down and try to whale. I can't whale because I'm really poor now, but babies are expensive. Yeah, that covers everything. Oh, the stuff with all of the content creators, I guess. So I've unsubscribed to all the content creators because I just couldn't have that kind of in my day-to-day life. Like, I actually do disagree with most of what you guys say, and I'm quite passionate about it. So the difference for you and the difference for me is similar to what happened last night in the Discord, in the last couple days in the Discord, is that I'm more passionate about a lot of the shit than these other people are, and they're not. So they're going to trigger me inherently, and that's why I don't hang out with people. Because people are okay with being, like, half right and not really knowing if they're fully right. So they won't go and try to prove themselves wrong. They'll only go and try to prove you wrong. But when I did my research last night on Sony, I looked up every single thing in both directions. And I found things that you guys didn't even list that were bad things. I just didn't tell you until the end because it would have hurt my argument. The reality of it is, though, a lot of you struggle with that. Like I said, Kati, you're kind of just super brains, brother. Like, I'm gonna, so it's gonna be, I'm gonna say it, and you guys can all go look it up yourselves, right? But I'll bet to this day, right? So Stoop's reaction video on his side channel of me got more comments, more activity, and almost the same amount of views as a lot of you heavy hitters. There's a reason for that. I sell, kid. Get over it. But you, my friend, you have 15,000 subscribers, Kati, and you get, like, what, a third of that in views, if you're really, you know, if I'm being generous. I only have 700. Me getting a couple thousand views, that's a big hit. You still hit pretty weak, kid. Just saying. Your cooking video didn't do too well either. Be careful where you throw shots. But the reality of it is, the reality of it, I am mad that you didn't put me in your content thing. And it's kind of for the same reasons that I had a problem yesterday in the Discord. Is I'm calling you dumb and or self-righteous and or a hypocrite, and the problem in today's society is that you all feel the need to identify. And the problem with always needing to identify me is that that looks good. But the problem with having to identify is that if I tell you that you're being dumb or you are dumb, right, in the moment, that doesn't necessarily mean I think you're dumb as a person, right? Although I did call you super brains, but that is actually a meme like that. And the thing with Dublo was actually extremely frustrating because he's such a smart individual and he doesn't understand the difference between those two different ROIs. So yeah, no, I wanted to be a dick about it, and I wasn't even that much of a dick about it. That's the thing too. All I ever did was promote Dublo. So you saying that I talk shit about him actually hurt, because like I actually actively supported that kid because he's really good. It's good content. It's my content, but cleaner. Genuinely. And also, for the record, he got the same numbers I did with the spreadsheet and 4 more months of effort. You guys could have just listened to me. And then I predicted the end of the game how much longer ago now, and we're just now talking about advanced toning again. You're welcome, but don't worry, because Evolve's not done yet, because he's already seen what the content creators are currently missing. I'll always see something you don't see. Don't worry about it, though. I may never upload it, actually. I don't have time, so... But the reality of it is, I have a baby. Every 3 hours I have to feed this fucking thing, clean this fucking thing, and I love her, don't get me wrong. Like, you have no idea. She's my best friend, but I don't even know. That's it, I guess. Oh, the other things I had to cover with the community, okay? Also, Juquo, it's not me talking shit to Juquo to point out that he's being negative towards other, that he's being negative, that you are cultivating negativity. It's funny, because I can recall all of my points really clearly and clairvoyantly almost, right? Because the points that I stood upon were real points. Like, I don't know how else to explain this to you. Me calling you a hypocrite because you are being a hypocrite is because you're saying that we shouldn't be listening to the Koreans, but all the standards that you had said to me in a match, in a Kyangle, were that my build with the Pally was bad based on X, Y, and Z, but you didn't know that the cooldown is actually diminishing in return if you have so much swiftness and high enough gems. You don't need it. And the spec actually gives you charge meter faster, so there's a reason to do it, and the reason is there's no gain from the swiftness other than, I will say, playing full swiftness now, attack speed, and the cool, like, it does still, like, it does make a difference. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, because it totally does. It totally does, but it's not needed. And I haven't tried it in a while, but I don't know if the spec build would still be nice. But either way, it worked. It was sufficient. I wish one of you guys ran meter. I'd love to run the spec build, and then run meter. Or actually, I guess I could just go on Trixion and test it. Like, so put on level, like, 10 gems for cooldowns, because we're at that point, right? And then put, like, 50-50. Put, like, 1,000 spec and 1,000 swiftness on a Pally and see if I can maintain 100% uptime and get faster charge meter. Just saying, bro. Like, you were being hypocritical. And I was technically making fun of Civo, but he also makes fun of me. I like how he makes fun of me, and I thought that was banterish with him because I don't actually watch enough of his content to know much. And hearing the few clips that people have sent me of him talking about me, I actually genuinely think he's kind of funny. And I wish I was building 3 skyscrapers. Like, no. Like, you called out my dream. That kid knows me better than, like, a lot of you. He actually gets me, I think. Building an empire. Yeah, I'm trying really fucking hard. I want to teach other people how to build an empire. I want everyone to get generational wealth. I want everyone to have something in the future. Alright. Cut the rant. But yeah, either way. What else? So, community. Zeals for talking crap about your friends. Just talk crap to your friends. Like, it's a lot easier, and you build a lot better of a relationship, in my opinion. But you don't hold things in a relationship. So, like with my wife, if she's bothered by something or I'm bothered by something, you don't hold it in. So the more intimate you want the relationship to be, the more of yourself you kind of have to expose, and that even means what's making you feel uncomfortable from that person. And hopefully it's worded correctly enough that neither person gets upset like I did yesterday. I called them dumb a lot, but they were being dumb. And like, that's what sucks, is that to me is not fucking an insult. I'm dumb sometimes, and I guess that's the problem, because I call myself things and I'm so cruel to myself that I make it feel like it's okay to be cruel to other people. And if that's not the case, I'm sorry. I am sorry, because the second you said that it bothers you or hurts you, that's when I'm immediately wrong, and I am wrong. But calling you an ape is true. I'm a monkey. As a matter of fact, I found out last night, because I had to look it up, that you're actually a great ape. You're not just an ape, and if it makes you feel better, I'll start indifferencing that. Fucking specifying that, yeah. Fucking, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Baker, also same thing, like, it's on you. Did it to yourself. You didn't have to. Like, nobody would have thought any different of you if you didn't get that title. Genuinely, now everyone thinks very different of you. And I'm not saying that, like, logistically, like, weighing it, because it is weighed bad, not gonna lie, but I'm saying it more like after getting caught, just saying who gives a fuck, and telling people that.
Ascension WoW is
it's just brutal. It's so many ads.
Standalone world.
But yeah, basically, just, I guess we can give this a chance. What is it? Cherry blossom music, Japanese flute. Sounds cool. So yeah, I mean, you should come back too. Like, you were cool. You were fine. Like, nobody really cares at the end of the day. It is kind of hilarious, though. You are a chump. You are a chump. But, I guess that's it. That kind of covers everything. What else can I talk about? In-game, yeah, like, so I have enough materials on all the characters to get everybody to 1610, some of them to, like, I think 1620 if I put event materials and stuff into them. I got 10 1580 pluses. I have 7 1600 pluses. The 1 1620 with the pally, but I'm not actually going to push, so I guess, plans, okay, I can add that part here. My plans is I'm going to park all of my characters at 1620, because I don't think that we need to be prepared for anything until after Behemoth. So Behemoth's not even content that I care about either. They gave us literally like a year worth of filler content. Like 1580 was the dopest spot, and I should have just started pushing 1580s immediately. 1620 didn't matter. Like, you guys were so wrong in so many ways, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Like, the long game investment, that was the play. Get the 12 fucking 1580s, then start focusing on one character at a time and pumping the shit out of it. And not to mention, I have a video that I still am working on where I show the income that I made from getting the extra 2 or 3 1580s back in the day, and the profits that I made by doing it then versus if I had just gotten more 1540s. And in my opinion, it was totally worth it because it saved me time and it allowed me to play characters. Not that I wanted to play more, because I actually like to play all the characters. I really would like to play all the characters, but characters that were natural progression, actually characters that should be being played because it's easier to get them to that next level, i.e. the striker. So I have 10 1580s now. Like I said, 7 of them are 1600s. One of them is a 1620. 6 of them have, the original 6 characters have enough materials to go to 1610. Some of them maybe even 1620, depending on luck. And the only thing I'm missing is gold. I guess that's what I should say. Also, the main has like 9,000 radiant leaps. Like, he could get pushed to the next tier, maybe, 1630 if he gets lucky as well, but I'm not pushing him because I just don't see the value. I can get everything I want from Thameen normal for the next couple of weeks to a month and not give a fuck, and then still get into 1630 and get the rest of it by Echidna. I'm happy. I'm very happy. And anybody else who's not happy is silly. Because even if Echidna comes out, it's filler content, guys. Boyos. Boyos! Hey, boyos! Boyos! 1620 is the way. It always was. And another beautiful thing that I'm going to be doing is I am consolidating gems. So some characters are getting dumbed down to either 7, 6s, or 5s, depending on how I feel in the Guardian raids with them. Because 3 characters now have event gems, and what I thought about was I can actually take gems, make a few 10s. The Deathblade's like a 110 character now that it's a Surge character. It'll still have all of its 7s and 8s, but it'll now have a 10 as well, which will make a big difference, you know what I mean, in party finding. And then I'm going to keep probably the Bard, obviously. I have the Bard, the Artist, and the Pally, so I'm fucking set, you know what I mean? The Deathblade, and then the 2 event characters will easily be able to get 1 or maybe even 2 level 10 gems each. Hopefully they hit damages. If they don't, hey, is what it is, do you know what I mean? But, yeah, I think we're on the up and up, too. Like, we're not doing too bad, do you know what I'm saying, considering we put no playtime in. It's like 300 hours or something like that. I say it in the other 2 videos, but you can do the math backwards. But like I said, I'm going to put those 2 videos in like a Patreon thing, something, because I need to make money off this. Especially because yesterday what that proved to me is that a lot of these people might be temporary. So you know what, honestly, I'd love to take your money for the initial education that I give you and whatever I give you, or whatever you were attracted to about me. And then if you eventually don't like me anymore, well, at least I got paid at one point, do you know what I mean? And the cool thing about Patreon is that it's a choice. So you choose to go and do that and pay for longer content. And it's always going to be longer content. It's going to be the original hour version, probably always, of me figuring the shit out with you like I usually do and recording it. And that's what people are mad about. They're like, do it beforehand and make a better video. Why? That's not the type of video I'm trying to go for. But, yeah, I'm just in a fucking different place mentally, too. Like, I don't care. I don't have the energy. I literally don't. That shit yesterday with the Sony thing was stupid. It was stupid. You guys are holding them to a crazy standard. When you look at the data, it's an unrealistic standard. And the fact that you don't see that logic, the fact that you don't see those variables, and you can't add all that up in your head is exactly why I don't listen to you. It's exactly why I am egotistical and narcissistic in some ways. Because you keep continuously proving that you do not see the level I see. And that's not me being a dick, that's just straight up the truth. You don't see it. And then you guys come back with just bullshit. It's always bullshit. It's things that are easily answerable or already answered before it in some different way, but because you don't know how those other concepts, like you don't know how like farming in silos affects like vegetation in fields or something, we'll be talking about the farming in silos, but you'll miss some crucial part because you don't know how something else works. It's usually what it is. That's why it takes me very little time or a few Google searches to come back and overturn it. So I'm arguing for no reason. Almost everything that was said I overturned. Literally. Actually, no, everything that was said overturned, because even the racist dad I overturned in the end. No matter what way you flip it, shape it, spin it, you misrepresented that, and that's my whole point. I can't allow you to be asleep. The problem I have with Juquo is that he was spreading fear and cultivating that concept. He was cultivating a sense of victimhood, of uselessness, of hopelessness, of inability. And so were the others. Kosti was cultivating hypocrisy. As soon as he agreed with Sivo in that video, I'm sorry, that's how it works, brother. I'm a hypocrite too. Actually, does that make you feel better? I've been a hypocrite at times too. I've been dumb at times too. I have been an ape at times too. I've actually cultivated fear at times too. What do you think the Aurea thing was? And I would have been right, for the record. I really would have if it wasn't for the bots. We even did see some spikes at those 2 different times that there should have been. That's my favorite part. So like and no one cares because no one ever sees that, but there actually was a bump at those moments that I said. It just wasn't the bump it was supposed to be. You got fucking lucky. Like lucky there was bots. We all got lucky. Bless. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I gave you everything, too. That's like, what else do I got to offer? You just have to watch my shit, and it's easy. That's how the game works. I haven't seen anything that's changing that. Oh, I guess, actually, I did want to talk about this, too, is that the way that they're setting up this endgame is really nice, because the endgame is, how do I explain it? So, again, because you don't have to be ready for anything until after Behemoth, so, and maybe not even that, it might even be more filler content, but I'm assuming they have to eventually give us eye level, and they pigeonholed themselves into that system, and there's 2 or 3 things that I want to say that I've concluded that make me think this, if that makes sense. One of them is that again, they have to eventually, with the current system, give us another eye level jump, and they haven't given it to us in like 2 or 3 pieces of content. So therefore, after Behemoth, it's almost a guarantee whatever they're getting next is going to give eye level, which means that you want to prepare your characters for that. So if you get your characters to 1620, you get the 10 to 20 eye levels from Echidna, and then you get the 10 levels on top of that, because I'm pretty sure that whatever comes out after Behemoth will be 1650, 1660, normal mode, hard mode, and the normal mode will still give you the pieces like a Khan or like Brel, and it'll move you up to that next level. So I think that's what's happening. You're going to get new armor pieces at whatever this next piece of content is. If I'm wrong, cool. That means that we get more filler content, or they have to change the system. If they don't change the system there in some way to progress us forward, right, then unfortunately it's going to be a new piece of armor. That's just how it works. The next thing, Behemoth. Behemoth told me a lot, because they put a 16-man raid in something that, one, they've done before, and it didn't really work too well for the same reasons matchmaking, and they did it again, and it's kind of having a hard time for the same reasons matchmaking. But let's just say it succeeds. It doesn't matter if it does or doesn't, right? The concept that I want to get at here is that they made a 16-man raid where, from what I saw, was very differently designed than a lot of the other raids, and I know that they're trying to remove or change a lot of the sets because they want to make entropy less punishing. And I'm thinking that's what this is. I think that they wanted to do a larger test, though, so they made it a 16-man raid because it allows them to test out more different things and see how the players respond to it. So in my honest to God opinion, I actually think Behemoth was a test raid. I think it was something that they're just trying to fill time, but they're also trying to see how they can change the raid designs with these larger characters, like I think a Khan, Gate 4, and I haven't watched anything on G3 or G4. I did Gate 1 and Gate 2 theming like once, legit, maybe twice. But they seem to be preparing us for a different style of combat, and it just makes sense. And I think whatever's after Behemoth is that style of content, and it might be Gazaros. It actually, I hate saying that because I really want to believe that they're going to give us a bunch more demons first, but it might actually be Gazaros, and we might find out that he's not the big bad. Is really where I think I'm going with this. But yeah, we got to fight something that gives us armor. That's my opinion. So that's pretty much it. So you're preparing for whatever's after Behemoth, and that means it's 1650. So it really means that you just have to get 1620, which will get you 1640 pretty much for free, and then you can get your 1650. All right? And I guess while I'm here, so it can't be stolen, what I was going to say earlier is the thing that I was... But I want to say it because I like being first, because I like when people have to take it from me, because they didn't think of it. So I'm going to say it. 480,000. So, it kind of speaks for itself. So again, another evolving mental moment. I hope you guys learned from this. This is why I'm Evolved Mentalities. And I don't know what the fuck everyone else is, but good luck, guys. I actually wish you guys the best of luck. My baby is beautiful. She's healthy. She's happy. My wife is healthy. She's happy. I'm healthy. I'm happy. And I'm sorry that I'm loving spending time with them over spending time with you. But, I'm sure you can understand as well. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry that these videos are always fucking long, but I don't know how to make a short video. I'm talking to you. If you don't want to talk to me anymore, walk away. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm really sorry for everything that happened in the Discord yesterday. I just know